course, the Stones are also going to play against each other. Shot scores, and another surprise goal, not quite from 114 feet, but Zbynek McCulloch with a shot that Leonard doesn't pick up, and 40 seconds in, the Coyotes on the board.
Well, you know why he doesn't pick it up, Chris, is because Marc Methot tries to catch it with his right hand, and it goes right through his right hand and over the right shoulder of Robin Lehner. It's a surprise shot. Methot actually thinks he has it. He tries to swat it out of the air. Lehner doesn't track it after his defenseman.
Second goal of the year for Zbynek McCulloch. Here's a shot from Cody Ceci. First shot on Mike Smith in the game. And now Hoffman scores! Quick response! Return fire from Mike Hoffman!
Well, it's the release of Mike Hoffman that surprises Mike Smith between the wickets. Smith thinks he has more time to get down and take that away. It's just going to have a little turnover on the wall. Towards the net, Smith plays the rebound to the corner. Yandel wants to pop it right to the middle to McMillan, and
Erik Karlsson takes a look. Across it goes. Down low in front for Zibanejad. Didn't get much on it. Kicked away by Smith. MacArthur to Ryan, and Smith comes across to make the save.
You have to create some deception, because right now they're not doing that and not getting good looks at Mike Smith.
There's a face-off won by Turris in the offensive zone. So an immediate setup. Legwand is out there. Here's the shot, and Smith has that. Stone plays to the far side. Borowiecki gets on it. Looks up, plays the right wing feed. Stone reaches to corral it, and he gets bumped along the boards. Karlsson across. He'll take the return and fire. That's blocked, and the Coyotes have done a good job of blocking shots in this first period. The last one by Korpikoski, that got through, but it's flagged out easily. Smith sent it around, and there is Chris Phillips with it in behind the net. Centering pass, and a shot goes off a skeet wide. Moss out of the box, and the Coyotes to work. Untouchable on this Arizona team. Jared Cowan in, and a shot goes wide. Mark Stone in front to the backhand high. Legwand was loose for a moment. The Senators tag up. Mentioned that word from Don Maloney about everybody being available but Doan. Here is a chance for Korpikoski, and a glove stop by Leonard. Is not sure where the puck is it Nick McCulloch pounded there by Hoffman. Puck turned over. Turris trying to get it back again. Does. Hoffman in front, and it's puck checked away by Smith with Lazar on the doorstep. Jared Cowan fires. Looked like Smith got a piece of that. Up for Zibanejad. Bobby Ryan dropped back for Karlsson. Blocked by Moss. Comes across, shot right on, rebound. Is poked wide of the net by MacArthur.
Haven't been able to, or haven't given up that second shot on Mike Smith. There hasn't been a sustained pressure. And when you're looking back at this game, you've got to find a way.
Ryan in front of the net. Loose puck MacArthur, and Smith shuts the door. Clark MacArthur on the doorstep, but likely to be moved by Arizona. Now lead pass, and Turris with a shot breaks his stick. And Smith will cover up as Kyle Turris has to go to the bench for a new cue. Just to show up at the games and be Kipper, little Kipper.
Got to paint it on Beard, but
there's a big hit. Marc Methot with a trademark hip check. So Arizona with the power play. First of the game after an 0 for 5 so far by Ottawa. Stopped there by Leonard. He's pushed back in the crease as Doan was on top of him.
A little bit more risk-reward, but they are very, very high-end skill from the back end.
Handle sends it deep. There's Reeder centering in front, and Leonard covering short side. Good stop on a for Condra to clear, and he does. A couple dozen seconds remaining as Erat brings it back in. Drops for Sam Gagne. To Erat. Shot. Great stop. Rebound off the side of the net. And out of midair, Erat unable to make contact. This year in Arizona.
I played with David Moss, and
giveaway, and then just reached out. Chris Phillips knocked it away from Gagne, and then looked skyward after making the mistake. Comes loose for Ryan. The outlet is out of the reach of Erik Condra, and now to work is Ryan. His shot kicked out by Smith. Kyle Chipchura tracked by Turris, played to the side of the net. Leonard lets it go, and it's a chance for Moss in front, and a big chance there for Yandle. Hooks it back in front.
It happens, I wouldn't say nightly in the league, but a lot more than people think. Last night, Jake Allen had one hit the post on him, and Corey Crawford had one hit the crossbar.
Moss to Yandle, and that hot shot ends up in the glove of Robin Leonard.
Plays hard, but he's also not shy to enjoy it out here. I don't know how many times I've watched him where he's had conversations with teammates.
Whoa! Nearly a giveaway by Mike Smith, nearly a costly one as here's McCulloch sending it ahead, leg wand over the line. And now McCulloch scores! There's the release and production you were referring to.
This is a laser beam, and there's a broken play in the neutral zone. McCulloch's gonna fake the inside-outside play. He'll turn over. Just gonna be feathered up the wall. Legwand's gonna try and dump it. McCulloch's gonna step into it, inside, outside, and as it pops outside, he's gonna have a quick release. Vermette ends up getting into the lane a little.
7th point in the last 8 games. There's Leonard is playing a puck, and an anxious moment near the front of the Ottawa net. There's a shot, Leonard. Like, that might have got through him. And Carlson ahead on the tape from McCulloch. Legwand's back in. The line to produce the go-ahead goal. There's another on the tip. Mark Stone. So first McCulloch, and now Stone on Simply Rivalry Day in Ottawa.
This is just a great redirection by Mark Stone going to the front of the net. It's going to start in the end zone. A nice little outlet pass by Carlson up to McCulloch. A little stop-up play. Methot puts it towards the net. Stone gets inside position. Legwand's going to throw it right back, puts it on a tee. And Stone's going to get inside position on Campbell and redirect it to the blocker side of Mike Smith, who has no chance on that play as he's reading
to the attack. Checked by Campbell as Zibanejad walks in, and now taking over is MacArthur. Here's Clark MacArthur in front, scores! Bobby Ryan from Clark MacArthur.
This is a great individual effort here by Clark MacArthur to corral that puck at the blue line, create some speed on the outside, and then find Bobby Ryan in front of the net. The turnover, MacArthur's going to pick it up again, get some speed, take a lane, and then you've got two Arizona Coyotes puck focused on MacArthur. That leaves Bobby Ryan, who slides into that quiet area.
2 nights ago, and MacArthur returns the favor, setting up Ryan, who has his 14th of the year, and another, and it's 5-1.
Carlson just dumps it back in. Bounce comes right back to the middle. Pajot on the backhand throws it, and it goes underneath the glove of Mike Smith through the body, and
covered most of their playoff run, and it's as good a goaltending as I've seen. There's a test for Domingue, and he makes a stop on Clark MacArthur charging in.
It's Lesio, 22. Some young pieces to move forward in the future.
Max Domi is lighting it up. There's a shot through a screen and into the net. Lori Korpikoski took the shot and won back.
But starts right at the draw. Lost draw. Comes down the wall. Korpikoski's just going to fire it through. It looked to me like a redirection at the last second, and Robin Leonard goes short side underneath the glove. Korpikoski just throws it towards the net. Looks like it hits Mark Methot and elevates at the last second.
Back for more. Ekman Larson trying to put it through, and now Dome behind the net. Looking to center. Reeder with a whack at it, and Leonard is able to dive on that loose puck in the blue paint.
Not only handling it, but obviously stopping it this season as well.
Here's Clark MacArthur behind the net. Ryan and Zibanejad in front. Zibanejad, and a good stop there by Domingue. Shane Doan along the wall, and he'll get it out. Open ice for Karlsson. He wires and scores! Well, there's your welcome to the NHL moment.
Absolutely, and it's a star player bearing down on you. It's a change for the Arizona Coyotes, and Karlsson just creates some ice for himself, walks right in and just hammers this glove side past Domingue. There's no screen on the play.
Returning from the World Junior. Hoffman. Up at the line, got it back to Turris. And now Hoffman winds and fires, glove hand. Stopped by Domingue. Zibanejad works along the boards, and now Bobby Ryan working his way through, right in, scores! What a goal! Zibanejad on the setup by Ryan.
What an individual play by Bobby Ryan. Puts it on a tee for Zibanejad. Creates so much room for himself. A nice little give and go. Now he's going to step to the middle. Little curl and drag play around Reeder, and then Zibanejad gets inside position on McCulloch and puts it into the open net. But it's great vision by...
Fans got plenty to cheer about, especially the second half of this game. It is done in the books. The 20th win of the year is 7-2 Senators over the Coyotes.